when you're ready.
Go. Hi! No, wait. so stand. Hi.
Oh, Alexis, you're going to wait. Okay?
Yep.
No, Alexis is just changing something more comfortable. Put this in there.
Not today, thank you.
You ready? Okay.
Hi, come on in. I'm Joe from The Flight. Don't know if you recognise me. I look a bit like Christian. I'm his brother who owns Spitfire. This is our kind of secondary room where we Alexis does some work sometimes. We've got Casio tones here, a Prophet 5S, which Alexis I'm sure will talk to you a bit more about. That's excellent. That's quite good too. Yeah. Alexis is playing his favourite instrument.
Oh, you've caught me. Caught me laying down some fat
beats. This has quite a good, I think, a frog sound on it, but we'll go into that later.
This is not the one with the frog. This has got the. No,
you can.
You could make a Spitfire and out of that if you want.
So this is quite interesting. This is a custom built circuit bent synth by a guy called Nervous Squirrel. Cost me an absolute fortune. It's got a orchestral, like a kid's machine that sort of plays orchestral sounds in here, which you can glitch. It's got a speak and spell in there. It's got a voice changer here. It's got an old kid's Casio SK5, which is a sampler, which you can also patch and glitch with this, and an old kind of VL tone in there. These are Alexis's synths, which
1978 Korg MS-10, bought from my secondary school music department. 81 Juno 60 bought from a car boot sale. We've got an analog solution Sam, the new Arc Odyssey,
which is really good actually. That's a great
got a HS10 down here, which is an Alpha Juno 2, but in a really sort of fogey case, so they're cheap.
Got a Casio CZ101 over there, which Christian had a CZ1000, and I loved it in memory, and I bought it, and it has some really cool kind of bell sounds and stuff on it as well.
Got some German stuff with flashy lights here.
It's really difficult to use. Tenorion, which we use every now and again. Used to use it quite a lot, don't use it so much anymore, but I'm sure we will start using it again. Sans amps, these bass Sans amps are amazing. I use them pretty much on everything that I do when I play bass. And they have a sound which I was trying to get for years, and the guys at the shop called the Bass Centre were always saying, get a Sans amp, get a Sans amp. I didn't believe them, but actually the bass ones are brilliant. We use this a lot, Virus.
TX81Z, which is great. This Deep Bass 9, which is a kind of British hand-built 303 that didn't sell many. Matrix 1000.
Everybody should have one of those. They're brilliant. It's got 1,000 presets. Fully analog synth, but you can't fiddle with it. But the sounds are really good, lovely basic pads and stuff like that. It's a great synth.
And some boring computers, and then all the fun stuff on the walls.
Everyone knows what that is. Basses, just in case you didn't know, that one's been labelled. This was sent to us by Fender, which was very kind of them, which is a lovely sound thing. We're using that a lot on the project we're doing at the moment. I've got a bunch of Warwicks, including a really beautiful acoustic, which they sent to me when I stopped playing live. When I retired from live, they sent me that, which was, again, very kind of them. These are good. Canas, if that's how you pronounce it, which is a spring reverb with a
Oh, sorry.
That's your synth turning on. There's a spring reverb with a bonkers filter on it. They're brilliant. They're very expensive for what they are. High Watt Custom Tape Echo, we use that a lot on Alien Isolation, putting the orchestral sounds through it, although we were told our sounds were a bit hissy because it's a tape. NS10s, we have them. I don't think we've used them in 15 years.
They're not actually plugged in.
But most people who walk into the studio go, oh yeah, NS10s, which is quite funny. Pyramids we used to use a lot when we did a bit of telly, but we don't use them so much anymore.
Dr. Bleep on top there.
Dr. Bleep, which again everyone should. Which is a light reacting analog synth, which is quite cool. And a hand.
Some old tape machines up there that sometimes work.
The Mac Classic on the top, I found on Charlotte Street. I used to live on Charlotte Street, and that was leaning up against a tree, and it's got all of Angus Dayton's old scripts in it, and Pong, which is useful.
Probably shouldn't say that.
I know. There's also a Kawai K1N, which I had at school, or they had at school, and I thought was an amazing synth, so I bought it on eBay, and it's rubbish. And a whole bunch of games machines as well.
And then there's some toys down there.
You can't see you can't see that. You shouldn't be able to see that. But this is good. It's a synth and calculator.
So useful in two different
Casio
levels.
BL tones, but it's a brilliant thing. We used that a lot on a few games that we did quite a long time ago. Everything kind of goes round in cycles. We use some synths a lot on some projects, and kind of ignore others, and then come, like for instance this, which I haven't. This was the first sequencer I ever bought. It's a Boss DR5, and I bought it because it's got a guitar fretboard here, and we're using that quite a bit at the moment because it's got some quite moody pad sounds in it. Hog. So we've been working together for how long now?
We've been here 5 years. We've been working together for 7 or 8 years now.
So we met working on. I had a band a long time ago called Seventh Son, and you co-produced the album with us, didn't you? And another producer called Brio, and we just got on really well. So we started working together. Ever since then, Alexis was doing a lot of record stuff, and I was doing a lot of TV. And we kept on kind of just calling each other to work on each other's projects, and eventually I remember sitting outside Basaba in Soho and going, we should just
join forces
and work together.
And then not everyone not everyone can work as a duo. You have to really, you just have to have a connection, don't you? You have to. It's more than just working with an artist or something like that. You have to be able to spend 5 days a week in a room like this with someone. So you've got to get on a personal level as well as
that's
professional.
Also, which is why we're in something which is more like a workshop than a studio, because I think if we worked in a studio, it's like being in a submarine, and we'd probably have killed each other by now.
But the great thing about being a team is that you never have those days when you don't talk to anyone. Yeah. You've always got someone to bounce ideas off, so you're never wondering whether something's shit or not.
And weirdly, it hasn't halved our income, but it's definitely made our music twice as good. And when we're separate, our music isn't as good as when we combine. Our skill sets are very. They do cross over, but they're very sympathetic and compatible.
And we sometimes, as you see, you've got 2 rooms here. Sometimes we split up and work on the same or different things. Sometimes we're both in here. A lot of what we do is playing instruments and recording them. So it's always good having 2 people then, because one person can play and one person can control the rig. I hate recording and playing at the same time. It just it kills it, doesn't it?
Yeah. Although I like recording and playing at the same time, because I like to do a lot of takes, which is a bit annoying for Alexis. But then.
I don't get bored chopping up recordings, and
but at your past, Alexis in the past was a programmer. That's what your day job was, being a programmer for Marius de Vries and a bunch of other producers. So that's how you cut your teeth, really. So and I cut my teeth being a live bass player. So.
Yeah, and you've got fingers hard enough that you can play all day. It's a good combination.
Yeah.